This will be the front end server and this will be the back end server. So when client will be send the traffic will be come on the VIP IP, load balancer virtual IP, VIP is configured, pool is there, under pool backend nodes are configured. So traffic will be sent on the backend node based on the load balancing method. Like, is it round robin or least connection or ratio based? Okay, so based on the load balancing method, it will send the traffic to the backend server, and backend server will be respond the same. Any translation, right? Any NAT, source NAT, and automap will be configured on the FY. So now you can discuss the difference between the one arm and two arm mode. So what are the difference? The main difference between one arm and two arm is VIP and node in the same subnet. Okay, if you talk about one arm, okay, you can see the example. Your VIP and node in the same subnet. But if you talk about in two arm, VIP and nodes are in different subnet. Okay, so like on VIP you have configured like 205.1.1.1 something, and your backend server are 10.0.0.1 2 3 4 5 something like that. The one hour mode, like the traffic that the client initialize will get to the load balancer that has the virtual load balancer IP, and the load sharing algorithm will pick a physical server to which the load balancer will forward the traffic with destination IP netted to the physical IP of the server and forward it out the same interface toward the physical server. Okay, so traffic will become on the load balancer IP. Okay, it will check the based on algorithm, it will check the physical available physical server, right? And then it will send the traffic to the destination IP. So now next is SNET is required in both the deployment, right? Source net, one arm and two arm to make it symmetric. So basically, like why SNET is required? Client is sending the request to the backend server. The request is coming FY is sending the traffic to the backend node. In case by on physical server, okay, so let's say we have one router here, okay, or any other L3 device. On backend server, the gateway is configured for this router. On that time, the traffic will be asymmetric. To make it symmetric, we use the SNET configuration. And the load balancer also need to do source IP net so that the source reply will go back from the server to the load balancer and not directly back to the client who is not expecting a reply directly from physical server. From the physical server representative, all the traffic is coming from the load balancer, right? So if you talk about NAT, traffic will become NAT will be happening there. It will send the traffic backend, same it will respond that, and they are aware about this IP and they will assume like we are receiving the traffic from the same destination. So this is about the one and two R deployment mode.